Hello, my name is Emerson Goldman, and this is my self-assessment presentation. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time, but I'm sick, so my voice is a little bit raspy. Okay, so let's just jump right in. Who am I? So I am the youngest of five. I was born near Philadelphia, probably like 5 minutes outside of Philadelphia, and I currently live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a commuter student, so I drive to Boone once a week for my labs, which is awful. It's a really rough drive. It's 3.5 hours each way, but I do live in Raleigh full time. And yeah, I have three older brothers and an older sister. We are all kind of wacky and goofy and insane, which I will get into later. But yeah, we have a super big family, which I love. I'm vegan. Um, I went vegetarian in 7th grade, and then went vegan in 11th grade for various reasons: the earth, my health, mental health, animal liberation. There's just a whole slew of reasons why I went vegan, and if you want to learn more about it, feel free to email me. I am prepping for med school right now, so I'm double majoring in nutrition and chemistry, which is really difficult and it's a lot of work, but it's all I can see myself doing. I'm a huge hockey fan. I played hockey for 16 years, and I'm a season ticket holder for the Hurricanes, so go Canes if you're watching the playoffs. And I'm extremely social, so I have to be around other people. I think it's due to having such a wild family, and my family is also huge, and that's the environment I grew up in, so that's what I'm comfortable with, and it definitely carries out in my everyday life now as a student. I included, I can move this for you. I included some pictures just so you can get an idea of who I am and my family life, my friends. I have a pretty sweet and loving group of friends, really great rocks. My family is amazing. I don't know what I would do without them. These people have been there for me through everything, good and bad times. And I'm just really grateful for them. And as you can see, we're all sort of goofy and wacky, so I love that. Okay. So my big five results, basically for open-mindedness and agreeableness and negative emotionality, those things were on the lower percentile side, still pretty high, but my organization, my outgoing, social, energetic energy, and my agreeableness were in the high percentiles, which I totally agree with. I 100% agree with the results. I believe that I am extremely extroverted and outgoing, and I love being around other people, especially when it can be leading others. I found that I'm not very good at following instructions, but I'm very good at giving instructions. But I really want to practice learning how to be more patient and be under other people's rule so that I don't always have to be the one in charge. I am super extroverted and social, which was one of the things on the big five. I can go back. Yeah, extremely outgoing, social, and energetic. But yeah, I am always loud, laughing, cracking jokes. I think this is because I was a cheer captain my senior year of high school, which sort of helped me build confidence before going to college, because when you go to college, it's really scary. Most of the time you don't know anybody, and you really have to know who you are, figure out who you are to kind of gain purpose in college. So I think that really helped me with that. And yeah. Okay, so I perceive myself, I have to move my little box again. Sorry, I've clearly never used Zoom before. I perceive myself as funny, energetic, hyper, loud, outgoing, capable, confident, a leader, the life of the party, and someone that loves to find the fun in everything. So whether I'm at a party or at the library or at dinner, work, I'm basically the same Emerson anywhere I go. Obviously, it varies. I'm not going to be, drinking in the library or, studying at a party, vice versa. But my personality, who I am, my energy levels, I'm basically the same all the time, everywhere I go, which I think is pretty cool. I take pride in that, that I'm pretty consistent. So what you see is what you get. Um, how others might perceive me is loud, obnoxious, not serious or focused, goofy. Those four are kind of the negatives. I get those a lot. People think that I'm ditzy because I'm loud or drinking or whatever it is in the moment. But I'm very serious about school. I want to be an orthopedic surgeon. It's all I've ever wanted to be. And school is my number one priority above everything. I probably spend about 7 to 8 hours a day just studying. So it is a huge deal for me. And I think it's important to know that just because someone is going out and having fun with their friends or family doesn't mean that they're not focused or succeeding. But I do get that a lot. I also get that I'm driven. People get the vibe that I'm driven, confident, outgoing, bubbly, and that I'm fun and easy to be around. My past experiences of being a cheer captain and a lacrosse captain in high school kind of helped build my confidence and teach me how to lead others, as well as I was a hockey coach and an ice skating coach for kids and young teenagers when I was in high school. That sort of taught me responsibility, considering the fact that, parents were trusting me with their kids. The youngest kid that I taught how to skate, they were about 2 years old, and their parents were trusting me with them. And that was really just humbling and honoring. And I really had a great time doing that. I also volunteered at a law firm for 2 years when I was in high school, and I was on the speech and debate team. Both of those things kind of worked together. It taught me how to read efficiently, which helped me with schoolwork, and it helped me with my public speaking as well as my listening skills, because I would go with attorneys to court and I would literally just have to sit there and take notes, and I would have to listen, and I couldn't voice my opinion. I couldn't obviously defend anybody or prosecute anybody. I was in high school, but I got to sit there and listen and take notes, diligent notes, because I knew that the attorneys were depending on me to carry out the work that they needed me to do. So that helped me be patient. Planning for development. So I have to be in an energetic and fast-paced environment, and I want to learn how to be more patient with others, and I want to learn how to let others take the lead sometimes instead of me. I apologize. I noticed a typo and I had to change it. But yeah, so I have to be around energetic situations. I like to feel kind of rushed and fast-paced, and I find that those are the situations that I can think the most clearly in. I think that has to do because it's like a need for an answer, a need for a decision. There's no time to linger. That really helps my brain get going with thoughts. So I want to learn how to be more patient and still with others, and learn how to let others take the lead sometimes instead of me, because I often feel worn out and exhausted. And then I'm like, oh, I feel energized being around other people. So I go around other people again, and I go out and I lead things, and I join more clubs and more organizations, and then I get exhausted. And it's a cycle that I really want to learn how to control and end. And I think it starts with letting others take the lead sometimes. So that is a short-term goal of mine. I also want to practice mindfulness and gratitude so that I can learn how to be in the moment and okay with how everything is. And if I don't feel okay with it, I want to learn how to just kind of accept everything that's going on and not feel so rushed and panicked to make a decision about everything right in that moment. I also want to journal more so that I can learn how to keep some thoughts to myself, so that I'm not always talking or polluting the noise, or polluting the energy with noise around me. Just learn how to be quiet sometimes. It sounds a little harsh, but something I really want to do. My long-term / overall goals for development is I want to obtain my BS in nutrition and chemistry, apply to med schools, which I have to do next summer, and I'm so excited but so nervous. I already have a list of a couple that I want to apply to. I want to become a registered dietitian and work in a clinical setting while I'm in med school. I think working in a clinical setting as a dietitian and under a doctor will help me gain experience around patients, as well as gain patience. while I'm developing skills that I'm going to need for the rest of my life. Then I want to graduate med school and begin my internship, residency, and then fellowship as an orthopedic surgeon. Haven't decided where though yet. Somewhere warm. Takeaways from this class: I am on a unique path in life and my career. A lot more goes into research, restaurant management, and food service management than I thought it did. And people can study the exact same things and have completely different perspectives on everything. They can also have completely different goals. I've met a lot of nutrition majors just through this online class where, we all have different life goals. And it's just really interesting to me to hear about, people's different life goals because, ours are so different and we come from such different backgrounds. And then the most beneficial activities, in my opinion, from this class, number one, the Big Five, because it really helped me personally feel like I was beginning to understand who I truly am. And the fact that there's a standardized way to figure it out shows me that I'm not the only one that feels the way I do. Number two, sharing our personal stories. I thought it was really beautiful hearing different people's experiences. I loved that. And I think it helped us become more confident just talking about ourselves a little bit. Number three, deciding on who was going to get cut from the company. I think that was really beneficial because it taught decision making based off of a lot of varying factors. They varied from, economics to personal to work ethic. It was just all over the place. And I think that was a really good skill for us to, mess with a little bit, figure out, dive into. So okay, so that is my self-assessment. I hope you enjoyed and found something a little bit entertaining. And I hope you all have a great summer. Bye. Thanks for watching.